Here we go, finally a Jarl game. I recorded this, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, but I wanted to watch it later because this game was kind of cool, I think. So, and I actually don't know if I played that correctly here in this game. A lot of the decisions. That's why we're here to review. So, their setup is quite good into me. Artifice AB3, and then the arms. Take two here. Keep the somersault, which is probably not correct, to be fair. Now here we cycle and we kind of pass. Because I IP1 on the card, that might not do anything. So that's not a good start, right? I would have a cannon flash for the first turn. It would probably have not changed too much of anything, actually. Here my opponent is coming in with just vanilla damage and my hand is actually like rewarded on the somersault because I got the flittering. So there was 9 cards that rewards the somersault, the blasts and the flittering. Now I decided to pop here bindings, even though it's a Jarl and we open a slot here. Just to, if this was a rated game by the way, I would not have popped the bindings here. But just for the sake of playtesting, just kind of go off. On this. I can double up the speed actually. Go 1.5. So now we go gone. Lawless. The block stalagmite here, which is good for them, right? But I'm not sure if I actually played this correct. Now let's see. Actually, I need to think about this. So they block with the stalagmite on the first one. It's a clean 4 block, so I need to go again. So then if I start with this, I still kind of have the same hand, so the starting was correct, I think. Please tell me if I'm wrong on this. I think this hand is, or can be a little hard, because now I end up IPing 1, because I would like to go here, flittering into Consent Cosmos to grant Gagan, and then then Mind Warp. But turn is quite good regardless. I get 9, I do 17. I feel like you could do a lot better with those cards actually. I do have a sigil, so this is kind of the go ahead. I lose 2 life on not having the things, but I'm also fine pitching here. But maybe I should not go off here. I'm kind of spending my resources here very fast. My one-time resources very explosively. And this was actually like also quite a late game, so I realized here I did not pop boots. I reverted and said sorry, that's on me. That's on me. But yeah, we go +1 AP because we have the etchings with the blink, so it's very good. So we get 4 and do here, and then we get swing gun for more. So this combo ends up being, I think, it's 2 con swings more and the setup. Here, pay attention. I picked up Sigil of Lightning, so we can change these turns. It's embodiment is almost always, but when you have Ganon Flash, just more valuable than a random trial. Oof, my beloved Athletic dude. my beloved Eclectic. So I go Gone from Arsenal, so I get to draw a card essentially from Arsenal back to my hand, so I have more options to pitch. Now, here's a funny choice though. Here's a funny choice. Did I remember what I said on the last hand? Yeah. We play Sigil of Lightning into Eclectic. Now, if this Eclectic was a... What the name of the card? E-Strike? Let's think this if this was an E-Strike. They go Gone. This. Then this. I'll probably have to stuff this down. And then go again and then Gone. This one is much better here. So now we do 4 into 9, 17 again on this end. And I'm kind of rewarded, or I guess like I'm very rewarded from the Sigil of Lightning here. And now opening up these slots this early can be high risk, but the fact that we had so many sigils and we could like we had like guaranteed embodiment follow up on the combo is what like made this choice a little more obvious to me. And we also have this Flash of Brilliance still up here. So Blizzard, pay this, and then just send Eclectic. There's I hovered this because I should have responded with taking Tunic, but it actually doesn't matter because I pitch here this. Otherwise I would go Current Funnel Gone and Arsenal this, so it's 1 more damage. But then sending the Eclectic. I don't actually know which one is better. Eclectic Arsenal at this point of the game could be better than this. But again, like having Gone, and because I have this Flash of Brilliance, I still value having Gone a lot in Arsenal. Getting Embodiment, Gone Arsenal, always fantastic. And also like this Blast. This turn is like really good, by the way. Now if I use this Flash of Brilliance here for the connectivity, I would have to discard this Discharge. And then go play this, Blast, Bounce, Gone, this, Gone, Shock. So what is it? It's an extra, technically extra like 5 value if I can count, something like that. Because this is like 3 go again in a sense in this end. And now because also like you can note on this game that opponent has not sent Fellings, not Oakenals back to me, but they're kind of not allowed to because I just convert each card in my hand very like valuably. So their clapback is if they just say no blocks just to send something back, they just die very fast because I have such a high tempo on this game. So I think if it's worth it to just take it. But it's also like 6 lives, so this is like the Aurora hand. And also like I don't like cycling in this matchup a lot because then that unlocks a fatigue wing gun for my opponent. So we just do here a 3 card 11. I guess 2 card 11 because you arsenal a card. See, like here again, they are not allowed to develop their own game plan. They're just forced to block, or otherwise they go to shock their range and then send fist back. Now this end is very fine. because it takes up the Bullseye a lot and it gets me 2 shocks fast. So we just play the valleys down. That's a good block on the opponent. But Mind Warp for 6 goes over their AB. And they kind of just have to... Yeah. I have to IP this hand unfortunately. Now here we do... Their hand just absolutely sucks, but it's sending like 4 back. It does not make any difference for this game. I would have wanted to play here Valley and then send the Sperm Bear, but doing this gives them back tempo a bit, but it's still like guaranteed damage. But they get to have that. This turnaround was a little lost for me. Now here is a very interesting thing that you can do into Jarl. Pay with the yellow. Pay with the yellow. And now on my turn I would need to pay 1 to make this hand work, right? So we say no blocks here. Now we know their whole turn. That's that. Press the Bullseye because it's free and I have 1 floating. So you break the first bite on Jarl's turn and you don't have to worry about it on your turn. If they have another one, it is what it is. You pitch Mind Warp and then send this 8. But sending 4 in the Mind Warp is more valuable than sending this discharge. And this end is again like very good. The big spells in these matchups, they go foolish. Now, it's 1 more damage to send Gone and pitch for shock. But since this is a big spell, here I do want the guaranteed damage rather than them blocking 3 and 3. Now they can only block 3. So this ends up dealing like more net damage, more true damage. So that's why we take this route. This puts our opponent at 2. And now they have like 1 red. Like no blues. Now we end up playing Gone here. And yes, we could have just shocked our opponent on that turn, but just go convert these ends on your turn, just to play this. Send this for 5 if they have something. They're still shocked on my turn. So having like multiple outs to these games is like really good. But yeah, I think like this is a good learning moment. This game is a very good learning moment for Jarl matchup. This year. And then you just chain the sigils. I did not get to do a lot of blast stuff this game, which is what you usually get to do. But like blast ecletics, even if they blow up your boots, you just play like this game and they just die. You play the value game better than them. They can't interact with arcane very well. My opponent was on the same setup at nationals both games, and I got my boots blown up by turn 2 or turn 3 both games. But still, you just do this burn bear, you do this shock gameplay, you chain the embodiment of lightnings, and you're ready always to pitch for Blizzard for Frostbite. And it's very good matchup, yeah, very good. I hope this helped. I do like playing this matchup a lot. Our deck pitches like over half of the cards are pitchable cards, so